Words to know?
Circle, radius, chord, diameter, circumference.
All right. A radius is a line, segment, okay? It starts at the center point of a circle and extends to the outside. A diameter is a line segment that goes directly through the center point in the center of a circle. Okay? But the thing that makes a diameter different from a chord is that a chord is a line segment that goes through the circle anywhere. Does not have to be through the center. A diameter is through the center. A radius, right here, as you can see, is half of the diameter. The diameter is the whole thing. The radius is half of it. Circumference is the distance around the circle.
What are the names of segments and angles related to a circle? Think about this question during the lesson. A circle is a closed plane figure made up of all the points that are the same distance from a given point called the center.
Okay, so these points that are all on the outside here are all the same distance from the center. So the distance between center O to R is the same distance from O to Q, is the same distance from O to P, O to S, O to T. They're all the same distance.
A circle is named by its center. What is this circle's center?
Center point is O, so this would be called circle O.
This circle's center is point O. What is the name for this circle? The circle shown is circle O. Which line segments include point O?
Which line segments include point O, Austin?
P, R, and Q.
There is no line segment PR.
No, I mean like that. It stretches out to.
Okay, so remember how we name a line segment. How do we name a line segment? Haley Schnook? By the 2 points. So this is line segment OR, line segment OQ, line segment PO, line segment PQ includes point O.
Point O is included in line segment PQ and line segment OR. Now let's look at several names of line segments contained in a circle by starting with the radius.
Okay, remember, radius is half of the diameter. It starts at the center and goes outward.
A radius, plural radii, is any line segment that connects the center to a point on the circle. Which line segments are radii of this circle?
Which line segments are radii? Caden? OR. Hadley? OQ. Owen Chad? OP.
In this circle, segment OR, segment OQ, and segment OP are radii. Another name of a line segment contained in a circle is the diameter. A diameter is any line segment through the center that connects 2 points on the circle. Which line segment is a diameter of this circle?
Which one is the diameter? Ellie? Just PQ. Line segment PQ, yes.
In this circle, line segment PQ is a diameter. How would you describe the length of a circle's radius compared to the length of its diameter?
And we said the radius is half of the diameter.
A radius is half as long as a diameter. The third name of a line segment contained in a circle is a chord. A chord is any line segment that connects 2 points on the circle. Which line segments are chords on this circle? In this circle, line segment ST and line segment PQ are chords. Are all diameters chords? Explain.
Are all diameters chords? The definition of chord is it connects 2 points, right?
Yeah.
So is a diameter a chord?
Yes, all diameters are chords because a diameter connects 2 points on a circle. Are all chords diameters? Explain.
Why not, Abby?
Because a diameter is through half the circle, and a chord is just any part that connects two parts of the circle.
Right. A chord is a line that connects any 2 points on the circle. So yes, a diameter is a chord because a diameter does connect 2 points on this circle. However, not every chord is a diameter. This right here is a chord. It's connecting S and T, but a diameter goes through the center of a circle. This chord does not go through the center of the circle. So a diameter is always a chord, but a chord is not necessarily always the diameter.
No, all chords are not diameters because a chord does not have to pass through the center of a circle like a diameter does. Now let's look at the central angle of a circle. A central angle is an angle whose vertex is the center. Name a central angle in this circle.
Okay, first of all, review. How do we name an angle? Kyle?
Well, you have to either name an angle by just the O or put the 3 points, but the vertex has to be in the middle.
Excellent. So if we were going to name this central angle, what would you call it, Kyle? Do the 3 points. Yes, angle ROQ, which is this angle right here.
In this circle, angle ROQ is a central angle. Look at this circle. Look at the distances around this circle. The distance around a circle is called its circumference. What is another word for the distance around a shape?
Haley? Perimeter.
Another word for the distance around a shape is perimeter. A circumference is the round boundary, not the center or any inside part or point of a circle. The circumference can be considered a perimeter.
So circumference is just another name for the perimeter of a circle. Okay? But it's only used when circles are involved.
Now you know the names of line segments and angles related to a circle.
All right. The circumference or distance around of a circle . The formula for that is pi, and the way that you draw the symbol for pi is you go around and make a squiggle like that, and then make 2 lines down, and we'll talk about what pi means. Pi times d, and d means diameter. Pi stands for a number. Pi is a number that is infinite, meaning it is a decimal that goes on forever.
Infinite.
Yes, infinite. Goes on forever. Now, we use pi as a rounded decimal. And you will need to know what that is because you will use this in math as you go throughout the rest of your schooling. Pi, the decimal we use is 3.14. that has a diameter, and the diameter is 6 inches, we're going to take 3.14, or pi, times 6 to solve for the circumference. 4 times 6 is 24, carry the 2. 1 times 6 is 6, plus 2 is 8. 3 times 6 is 18. I look back at the top. I have 2 places over that I need to put a decimal. So I go over 2 places in my product and put my decimal. 18.84 inches is my diameter.
That's confusing.
So pi is always 3.14.
Pi is always 3.14. That will never change. You could ask me right now, Miss Temple, what's the rest of the numbers? I don't know. We can look that up. I don't know. Because when you listen, you'll always need to know that it is 3.14. Now, sometimes it will show you a circle with a radius. This radius is half of a diameter. So, think about it. If it's half of the diameter, you need to know what the diameter is to find the circumference. What do we need to do, Abby?
Times 2.
Times 2. You're just going to take it times the radius and then times 2. So they say that formula is 2 times pi times r, which really you don't really need to memorize that, so long, because it's common knowledge here, so long as you realize this radius is half of this diameter. So whenever I solve it, I can take 3.14. I know this is half of my diameter. My diameter would be 6. So I can take it times 6. Or I could take 3.14 times 3. And then times that by 2.
But why would you take it times by 2?
Because if I only take it times 3, Austin, I've only times it times the radius. And a radius is half of the diameter. So I have to take it times 2 then to find out what the whole thing is. Or you can just in your head say, I know that this is 3 and it's a radius, and so that the whole thing must be 6, and then just take 3.14 times 6. Either way, I get the same exact answer.
Miss Temple.
Yes.
Are you old? Like, if I had a circle that was 2 inches and the whole thing with it was 4 inches.
Right.
Do you always times 3.14 times that number?
Yes.
So you won't take, so 3.14 will never change.
3.14 will never change. Pi will never change. Pi has been the same since I first learned about pi in school. Okay? So if you have a circle and you have a radius that's 2, like Austin just said, 2 inches, to find the circumference, I put C for circumference, is equal pi times the diameter, or, okay, or by taking it times the radius and then taking it times 2. Either way. So I can say, okay, I know that this is going to be 3.14 times, my diameter would be 4, and take then 3.14 times 4. And get my answer right there. Or I can say, okay, I'm going to take 3.14 times my radius, and then take that times